Hey, what is up guys? This is AZ Tac with another knife in the hand review. Today we are taking a look at a cheap budget everyday carry knife. I'm sure you guys have seen these many times before. This is the Kershaw Shuffle. There's a ton of reviews, ton of videos on this, but I've had this thing for about 6 months now. So I just wanted to give you guys my take on it, what I think about it. So I'll give you guys a better idea if it's something you guys might want to pick up there. Alright, so overall the dimensions, as you can see, it is a small tiny knife, fits in the palm of my hand. The length on this, the close length on this is a little bit over 3 inches. The blade itself is going to be about 2.5 inches, and the weight on this, it is about a little bit over 2.5 ounces. The texturing, as you can see, it has a K for Kershaw, which also extends to the back side, which I kind of like. I have no issues with that. I think it looks pretty cool. The top side here, it has a bottle opener. The bottle opener works just fine. I've had no real issues with it. It's not the best bottle opener that I've ever used, but it's there, so that is a plus. On the end piece here, has a hole for a lanyard there. I don't know if this is really considered window breaker because it's so small, but it is metal. I'm sure you could probably use it as a window breaker if you needed to, but you know, whoever really uses a window breaker. If you notice on this back end piece, the little metal piece is pretty thin there, so you can use this as a flathead screwdriver. I have not used mine as a flathead screwdriver before, but I would imagine that it would work just fine, you know, if you needed to use it for that reason. On the back side here, we have the deep carry clip. It is very sturdy clip. I've had absolutely no issues with it. If you see, it has a curve to the clip, so taking it in and out of your pants, it does not catch on your pants. It slides in and out pretty simple, but it does stay in place, so that is good. Since it is a deep carry clip, the only thing that's going to be sticking out is the metal piece up here, which is nice. It is going to be a tip up carry. As far as that goes, you can switch the clip to the other side, but you cannot flip it around to be a tip down carry. Alright, so opening the knife here, like I mentioned before, the blade here is about 2.5 inches. It does have a curve to it. I personally like the curve because when I'm holding onto it and cutting boxes open, I can angle my hand a little bit up, you know, and most of the blade is still usable there when it comes to that. The locking mechanism on this is a liner lock. You can hear it lock. That part, as far as that goes, it works great. I haven't had any issues, haven't had it close up on me when it shouldn't. It locks good. I have no problem with the liner lock. As far as movement goes, I would say I have slightly bit of movement now, but it could be from using it already for 6 months. I don't remember if it had any movement whatsoever when I first purchased this, but I believe I can fix that just by tightening up that screw just a tiny bit. But overall, you know, it feels very sturdy, very nice. Doesn't feel cheap at all. Fits really nice in the hand. As you notice on the bottom here, it has the finger grooves. My hand is pretty big and my 3 fingers there fit very nicely. Unfortunately, it does not have any jimping on the back. I feel like that would help with the gripping, but you can use that thumb stud, you know, to help you a little bit if you're really trying to dig into a couple things there. But those finger grooves there, I like them. They're big, deep finger grooves, and you're able to get 3 full fingers in there, and it gives you a nice tight grip, you know, so you're definitely not going to be losing this knife, or it's not going to be slipping out of your hand or anything like that. So I do like the design overall as far as that goes. Now the steel on here is the 8 CR13 MOV. I believe they make 2 variations of this. They make this one and then a cheaper 3C13 MOV. I believe those particular knives are a couple bucks cheaper. I believe like 11 bucks. This one you can get it right now for about 13 bucks, which is not a bad deal at all for a Kershaw knife. I believe that's the only difference between the cheaper and the more expensive model is just the blade steel there. So if you're thinking about getting one of these, you know, make sure that you look at the package or look for that 8700 or the printed material on the blade. That's how you'll know you're getting the one with a little bit better blade there. Now, let me tell you guys what I don't like about this knife. For one thing, if we close it up and start from the beginning here, you'll notice that the blade here is not centered. It is going all the way to the left. I don't exactly remember if it was dead center when I first purchased this, but it's only been 6 months and it's already going all the way to the left. So that's one of the things that I don't like about it. Another thing is, you know, it's not spring assisted. I know a lot of these small little knives are not spring assisted, and that's not a big deal. But my main issue with this opening is that something is up with it. You can actually hear it scratching, you know, somewhere inside. Every time you open the blade, you can hear a little bit of scratching. That little scratching, that little rubbing makes it so that it's just not very smooth as far as opening goes. I think another channel mentioned before that it rubs up on there, and you do notice that from that scratch there on the blade. I don't know if you guys can hear. I'm gonna get the microphone really close up, you know, hopefully you guys can hear what I'm talking about. You can definitely hear some kind of rubbing up against there, so that makes it not open super smooth. Every time you open it, you get that scratching noise, although you can't really hear it unless it's like really close up to your ear, but it is there. It is scratching on that. I don't know what it's scratching on that. I try to kind of look down there and see what's going on, you know, but I don't see what the problem is. From other videos that I've seen, this is kind of a common problem with this knife, so it's definitely not a super smooth opening. Now, my main issue with this knife is pretty much the blade. The blade, I feel like I'm always having a sharpening in it. I can't say I really use it that much. Yes, I open up some boxes, cut up some tape, but I don't really use it for heavy duty stuff. So every once in a while, you know, I go and pull this thing out and it's like super dull, and that's the one thing that I don't like too much about this little knife. With this thing most of the time being dull, combined with the scratching on the open and close, I don't like this knife as much as I thought I was gonna like it. I like the design. I like that it has a bottle opener that, you know, feels really good in your hand. You can grip it really tight. It has a curve to the blade, which, you know, I love that part of it. So overall, I do like the concept. I like everything about it, but the thing will just not stay sharp. So if you're somebody that likes to sharpen your knives once in a while from time to time, then that might not be an issue for you. You can use it for a while, sharpen it up, no big deal. You know, you keep going. Now, if you're somebody that is not into sharpening knives, don't know how to sharpen knives, don't really want to deal with that, then you might want to look into something a little bit better as far as the blade material goes. You'll probably have to spend a little bit more money, maybe $10–15 more, but it might be worth it in the long run, you know, so you don't have to be sharpening this thing all the time. Now, if you have this knife, if you've had it for a while, I know a lot of you guys do, let me know in the description, you know, what do you guys think about yours? You know, does it maintain sharp? Do you guys still have that same issue? Let anybody watching know, you know, the issues that you guys have with your knife, or if you guys absolutely love it. Maybe I got a faulty one here, so if you guys have more feedback on one of these, you know, put it down in the description below. Alright, so that was pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, if this helped you out a little bit when it comes to buying one of these, please let me know in the comments below, and we will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching AZ Tack. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out.